Well,
But
that's
you
part
sound
of
like you miserable and mad because we not.
Yeah,
We
like why
am.
you chose this life? You making it seem like somebody held a gun to your head and said, "Do this life, bro." No, I'm sorry. Your whole story been sounding so goddamn miserable. Like you have not convinced me to be a business owner,
No,
have
you don't have to be.
kids,
You no, no,
get
don't be a
married.
business
I mean,
owner.
you just
No, don't do
basically
any of
said
Oh
those.
my
I'm supposed to
God.
be here
It's only
and
you know
serve
the
everybody else until I die. You just basically
there,
said life is
there,
miserable. That's what you just told me.
there is a reason why only 8% of people own business and 92 don't.
My criticism is some of this anti-marriage sentiment. People have a right to it, but I don't see the same level of pushback for people with the single motherhood sentiment. Okay, that's my issue. If a woman's a single mother, then it's empower her, uplift her, this that. Okay, that's my issue. So it's okay to sit here and say, oh well, people want freedom, they don't want to be miserable, etc. and so forth. Don't get married. Okay, fine. But like when it comes to having the children, why is it? Why don't we have the same pushback for that? We don't. Okay, we're enablers, especially in Black American society. We enable the behavior, and we know it's like the root of a lot of our other problems. It has ripple effect across the culture. And then lastly, show me any thriving or prosperous culture or community where single motherhood is the norm. Okay, you can't, and that's just the bottom line. So that's my critique. It's not necessarily about whether you want to be married or not. It's the asymmetrical like critique. So
But that was the
I do
topic.
not understand why Vince the post. I gotta take an issue with you, Vince the post. I don't understand why you wanna make people think that oh life is so groovy, that things are so fun. Yes, you guys are happy to go to your job early in the morning. I own businesses and I run all of them just like I run my own family. I don't work for nobody.
Hey, you can
I own.
kind of choppy. I mean, that
I'm
choppy.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I own businesses and I don't work for nobody, and it's all stressful, very very stressful. A lot of people answer to me, right? But one thing that I gotta say to you is this: you guys should stop painting that life is fun. That life out there is very fun. No, it's not.
life is
We have
beautiful,
duty
man.
to we have duty for life.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When you start telling people that life is fun because you have a job and you work this job, you go in the morning, you come back at night, you play the music you want, you go out whenever you want. I'm always in the air all the time. I'm on the land all the time. I'm getting phone calls up to 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. And I have to attend to my family. And I have to do this. I have to do that. Guess what? I'm the one that put
Sound,
I'm
it
the one
sounds
that put
like you need
myself
to hire
into it.
help. All you got to do then is hire
I,
help, bro.
I have people on my payroll. But guess what? They still have to call you. But guess what is gonna happen, right?
They don't if you have if you have.
Life is fun. Life is fun because you have to make other people's life comfortable as well.
All right,
But at the
so
same time,
let me stop
life
you
is
there.
not
Stop you
fun
there.
because
Let
you
me
have
stop you there.
duty.
Let me stop you there. So if you're the head of your company and you have people
Mhm,
working underneath you and
mhm.
people still have to reach out to you at 3 a.m. in the morning, then that means that you have systems that need to fill those spaces in order for you to live that type of lifestyle. So again, it's important that we are aware of the narrative that we're putting out because you can be the boss and pass off the work so that the only reason you need to call me at 3 a.m. is if there's a dire emergency. Aside from that, call Susan or whoever else. That's how you're supposed to put it together. That's how you play the game.
I gotta tell you one thing, Vince. Vince, I gotta tell you something, right? When you own companies, you understand that it's not everything that Susan is gonna handle. There are things that require your immediate attention and your immediate approval. Sometimes people are calling you overseas because your sleeping time is their wake up time. And you have to give an approval for this. Nobody else should give that approval except you.
But
And
you got to
if
set up
you,
your
I,
system so that somebody else can, man.
you know what,
I hear
there
what
is
you're
nothing I
saying,
can
but
say in this
what
life to
you're saying is
convince you
hey,
because
but back to
you just don't understand what I'm saying.
do you think
Eh,
that Jeff Bezos receives a call at 3 a.m.?
And I got to tell you something. There
Answer
is
the
a reason
question.
why I
Answer
will
the
answer you that
question.
question. I will answer you that question. Okay. There is a reason why it's only 8% of the people on this earth own business.
Bro,
The rest of
answer,
91%, I'm going to answer you, please. The rest of the 92% don't. You know why? Because people like Jeff Bezos answer calls at 3 a.m. If you remember when Hillary Clinton said to Barack Obama, "Can you answer the call at 3 a.m.?" There is a reason. There is a reason behind. There is something strong behind that word. Everybody out there that own a business answer calls at 3 a.m. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Jeff Bezos is not going to answer some random person's call at 3 a.m. What I said is that
Why would
only
I be a
place
businessman? Why would I be a businessman answering random person's call at 3 a.m.? Why would I do that? I'm not going to answer a random person's call. I'm going to answer a call of somebody that has to do with my
if,
money
if
and
we
my
use
business and my investments. That's how I answer calls at 3 a.m.
so
I
we're
have,
using Jeff Bezos as an example, right? Jeff
well, you
Bezos
don't,
has millions
me
of
or Jeff Bezos will not answer call at 3 a.m. from random person. That's what I'm trying to clarify to you. Okay.
what I'm saying is that the only reason why a person would call Jeff Bezos at 3 a.m. is if it's extremely important.
All right, so we got
Extremely important calls
That's a
come at
big
3 a.m.
maybe.
Extremely important calls come at 3 a.m. And extremely important people have to call me at 3 a.m. And extremely important calls I will receive at 3 a.m. If
But that's
somebody calls me at 3 a.m. that I don't know,
part of
I'll
the
block that person's number.
well,
got
that's
to
But
get
you
part of
sound
the
like you miserable and mad because we not.
Yeah, like why
DM.
you chose this life? You making it seem like somebody held a gun to your head and said, "Do this life, bro." No, I'm sorry. Your whole story been sounding so goddamn miserable. Like you have not convinced me to be a business owner,
No,
have
you don't have to be.
kids,
You no,
get
don't be a
married.
business
I
owner.
mean, you just
No, don't do
basically
any of
said,
Oh
those.
my
"I want to
God.
I
be here
is only
and
you're not
serve
the
everybody else until I die." You just basically
there,
said life is miserable. That's what you done
there,
told me.
there is a reason why only 8% of people own business and 80 and 92 don't.
But
I don't want
Because
your
it's
All
life.
me.
right,
I
man.
Because
don't want your
I
but
life.
tell
DK,
Mm-mm.
but despite what
No.
DK said, you not gonna get married based on what the example that your parents set for you, right? And you
No,
said that
I
your parents
said
called.
that I don't know if I want to be married. See, y'all taking what I said out of context. I said I do not know. That is, I don't know. I never said I did it, and I never said I did. I said I do not know. If I meet a man and I'm like, wow, okay, I would love to be married, take his last name. Yes, I would want to have one child. But at this point in my life, I don't know. If it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, I'm okay with that too. I'm just in a place of living life. And whatever's meant for me will happen. I'm not chasing anything. I'm not putting unnecessary pressures on myself. I'm not stressing on this timeline. I'm not in these gender debates. Am I high value enough? Am I classy enough? Am I this enough? I'm just living life. And however it unfolds for me, it will unfold. I don't want to live a life where I'm stressed and I'm worried. I I just can't do that anymore. And so I wanted to have a child for my mom. Like I really did. But now, also that my mom's passed, I'm thinking about like, damn, I'm gonna be here by myself. I don't have family. My sister passed. My brothers are away at Greece. My daddy's 75. My aunties are 80. Like my family's very small. So
So
when I think about things, I think about like who would I have to support me? Who I think about all those things. That's why I don't have a child. I wanted to give my mama a child. She's been begging me for a child since I was 21 years old. But I wasn't married. I don't want to be a baby mama. I don't want to be a single parent. So I think that as a 33-year-old woman, I've made very responsible decisions. Is what I've done. I've been very responsible. I didn't want to be a statistic. I went to college. Moved to a city by myself. I've lived life. I travel. I live life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's anything wrong with that. If I'm meant to be married, I will. But I'm not gonna go around and be miserable or say I need it or beg men or do all of these things. Like if a man want to marry me and he find value in me, he'll marry me. If not, I have to find value in loving myself, and that's just what I've been doing on my journey.
Man, let me. I think you did right. Well, I see you have a dog. I encourage you to get a Chewy account. I encourage you to invest into PetSmart or Feeder Supply, because that's exactly what's going to go down with you, man. Right on. I agree with you.
I do got a Chewy account, and I invest in PetSmart already, but thank you so much for your great advice.